Good morning, students. I welcome you all for this morning session. I hope you are all in good health. Today, we can revise the first lesson, that is, Two Gentlemen of Verona. To begin that, about the author A.J. Cronin. So, Archibald Joseph Cronin, that is A.J. Cronin, was a Scottish novelist, dramatist, and physician, a doctor by training. So, he was a doctor. Cronin was one of the most renowned storyteller of the 20th century. So, he is not only a doctor, but he was interested in writings and telling stories. Many of his stories have emerged from his medical career and are noted for their narrative skill, deep social conscience, and finally drawn characters. So his stories all resembles about the medical line related with. And Cronin's books were not only bestsellers, but some of them, such as The Citadel and The Keys of the Kingdom, was the most best stories, were made into successful films and were adapted for radio and televisions. So adapted. So his stories was well known, and even it was taken as a film. His novella Country Doctor was adapted for a long running BBC radios and TV series. So his stories was not only a film but for TV serials also it was a. So he was well known writer, and in this story Two Gentlemen of Verona. Here gentlemen means two small boys. So they were a gentleman. Who is saying that? So to introduce that, A.J. Cronin has explained the importance of dedication towards relationship in this story. He has portrayed the idea of selfless help. So these two boys was very kind and very active, and they done a various jobs for what means to take care of their sister. The story revolves around two young brothers. The name was Nicola and Jacopo, who do many jobs to earn money. So they both were earning money and they are doing various jobs, such as they collect strawberries and they sell it, and what they did, they sold papers, hawked papers, and polished the shoes, and they act as a guide. Many various jobs they did to save money and to spend that money for their sister's treatment. So they sold strawberries in the streets of Verona. So they both were living in Verona and they were doing various jobs in that city. They polished shoes in the public square and they also sold papers till midnight. So they were earning money by doing various jobs. They work hard only to pay for their sister's treatment because she was suffering from tuberculosis of spine. She can't able to sit, stand, walk, etc. So they wanted to save money for the treatment. They spend very little on their food and dress. So this says that they are not much interested in wearing costly dresses or well dressed, and food also. So they ate only bread dried bread and that kind of poor things. So they save money and she suffers. Sorry, food and dress. They are true gentlemen in the sense they don't reveal their sufferings or sacrifice to anybody. So they suffer in silence as true heroes. They don't expect anyone's sympathy. So they were both were earning money without taking rest, and they didn't spend much money for their food and dress. And they also don't want anybody's sympathy. The narrator encounters the two brothers selling strawberries. So one day, this author and his driver was driving on the outskirts of Verona. They saw these two boys were selling wild strawberries. So they saw the boys were very shabby dress. That is, the dress was not so neat. So they was hesitating to buy that. Despite his driver's advice against buying them, he buys the biggest basket. This is the first step of intimacy of the narrator with the boys. So he took pity on the boys and he bought a big basket of the fruits, strawberries. And the narrator finds a boy shining shoes in the public square the next morning, the next day, in front of his restaurant hotel. He saw that two boys were polishing the shoes, and he was surprised. Yesterday they were selling the fruits, and today they were polishing in the morning. He was so surprised and asked the boys what he was doing. The boys didn't reply anything. He developed a soft corner for them. So he took pity on them. Why they were doing such a lot of works. And he finds them innocent, pleasant and earnest. So they were true. They are also found selling newspaper at midnight. So one day, while he was crossing the street in the midnight, he saw the two boys were selling the papers, sitting with the papers. So he saw why he was sitting means they are explaining that the last bus will come in that time. So they will sell all the papers and they would go. And he was so surprised by seeing the boys. When the narrator offered them help, they only requested him to give them a lift in his car to a nearby village, Poletta. So one day he was asking whether you need any help. He asked. So for that the boy said that, no sir, we need only to hire the car, or else will you take us to the nearby village, that is Poletta. The boys got down and asked him to wait for a while. So while they were reached, also one Sunday, the author called his driver, but he was in leave. So he said that I will drive for you. And he said he took them to the nearby village. So the both were so enthusiastic to go with him. And at last they reached a hill station, and it was like a villa, a cottage. So both the boys get down of the car and ran, explaining that the author to wait there and to have a tea. And they asked him to wait for a while. They assured to come back within an hour. So they said that, sir, please be waiting here. We will be arriving at within 1 hour. They said, and they went. So he was so surprised. What was a surprising event for them? And they are working. And when he asked the students or the boys, why you are not wearing clothes, well clothes and well food, why you are not eating, he asked. He said that, sir, we have some plans. So he thought that both the boys wanted to go to New York, but they replied that no, not that one, we are having another plan, they said. So he was surprised why the boys were so earnest and they were spending much, saving much money and not spending much money, he said. So he wanted to know what was going. When they reached the poletta, he saw the two boys were running and he was worried and with the enthusiastic, eager, he followed them. So they entered a villa. In that, he saw that both the boys entered into a room. So he was eagerly waiting where the boys went. So after a few minutes, he followed, and a pleasant looking woman with a steel rimmed spectacles appeared. A lady appeared when he knocked the door. He rang the bell. A lady came. It looked like a nurse. So he asked the lady, where were the two boys? She said that, oh, you are looking for Niccolo and Jacopo, she said. And he wanted to know what was going on. So she was so eager to tell the stories of the two boys. So she started that. They were the two boys and their father. They were living a pleasant life with their father and their sister. So in the German war, they lost their father and their houses. So they were so against about the Germans, and they took a movement against Germany government, and they went for the movement for the army. The boys grew to hate the Germans when the resistance movement began secretly to form. They were among the first to that. And when the war over and they returned back, they saw their sister was suffering from a tuberculosis of spine. So she was not able to stand or walk. She took a breath. So he asked it whether they gave up. So the lady said that no, they were so eager and they said that they wanted to save the life of their sister. And so they were earning much money. And they asked, and she also told that we can't able to give a free treatment for her. So that the boy said, we will pay for that. And the boys worked many of the jobs and they bring money. Every week they gave and paid the fees for the treatment. So the author was so surprised. Oh, what a well boys they were. And he didn't ask the boys because the boys don't want to get sympathy. So he came back silently by knowing the stories of the two boys. So he thought that these two boys were the real gentlemen. And he did not ask anything to the boys, and silently the boys came back and they didn't tell anything to the author. So he was waiting outside till the boy rejoined him and drove back to the city. So they were sitting beside and not speaking. So he also didn't ask any of the things from the boys. So they kept their secret, yet their devotion touched him deeply. So these boys, they had devotion to the relationship and spent the minimum on their food and clothes. They saved money to save their sister. So these two gentlemen demonstrated dignity and perseverance. They responded with grit to force adversities like war, torn economy, and need to earn to support their sister's medical treatment. In addition to living against odds, they showed devotion and relationship. So the author was so pity on them, and he was much happy and so eager with the boys, and he also didn't tell anything that he knew. So for the conclusion there, the war had not shaken their spirit. They were working hard to save their sister. This story explains all that glitters is not gold, and that appearances are deceptive. So, what we are seeing outside is not true. They kept their sorrow in their heart but put up a brave face. So, this was the conclusions of the story, that a devotion and hardship can earn anything, and the restless work tells that always hardship will win. They are very confident that one day their sister will be a singer and she will live happily. So, this was a story of Two Gentlemen of Verona by A.J. Cronin. So, his stories, we already know that it resembles about the medical line and the normal life. So, here these two gentlemen of Verona was Niccolo and Jacopo. So, they were the brothers and they worked hard to save their sister's life. In spite of all struggle in the life, they looked happy and they didn't show any of the sympathy to anybody, and they didn't reveal their secret to anybody. However, the author asked many times about their life, they didn't even tell anything of their sufferings. So, thus, we come to know that whatever sufferings we have in our life, we should not show that to others. Instead of, we have to be very confident and we should live a happy life with the perseverance and hard work. So, hard work will always wins. So, that is the theme of the story, that confidence, perseverance, devotion will leads to the happiness. So, thus A.J. Cronin tells about that love, devotion, sacrifice, sincerity and maturity will always bring a new hope for humanity. So thus the two boys shows their humanity. So students, the first lesson, Two Gentlemen of Verona, has been revised and recalled. So in the next class, we can revise and recall the next lesson. Have a good day. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.